On June 16, 2025, sources close to Buckingham Palace leaked a jaw-dropping claim. The royal family demands DNA tests to confirm Archie and Lilibet's biological ties to Harry. The Telegraph reported it stems from serious doubts about Meghan's 2019 pregnancy with Archie. X exploded, with hashtag royal DNA test trending at 50 million posts. "This is wild. Faking a royal birth," one tweet gasped, hitting 120,000 likes. The Times called it unheard of, noting no public DNA demand has ever targeted royals. The trigger? A palace review of Meghan's pregnancy records, per The Guardian. Photos, videos, and timelines were scrutinized, revealing inconsistencies that shook the inner circle. "It's not curiosity, it's necessity," an insider told Page 6. King Charles, focused on a monarchy, can't risk unverified heirs. Did this end? The demand isn't personal, it's institutional, tied to succession and legacy. The Spectator framed it as the crown protecting its core. But how did whispers of a faked pregnancy escalate to this? Doubts about Meghan's pregnancy aren't new. Since 2018, ex-users and tabloids flagged oddities, her bumps shifting shape, squatting in stilettos at 9 months, and a viral Getty Images clip of a pillow slipping behind her skirt. Photoshopped, skeptics asked, but Getty's reliability quashed that, per Forbes. Initially dismissed as cruel gossip, the whispers grew. "No pregnant woman moves like that," an ex-post read, gaining 80,000 likes. By 2025, they were a chorus. The palace's review amplified them. The Daily Mail reported no hospital records under Meghan's name for Archie's birth, unlike typical royal births with physician statements. "It's a blank," a source said. Variety noted missing maternity logs, standard for royals. X-memes of Meghan's elastic bump went viral, with hashtag fake pregnancy hitting 10 million. "Something's off," The New Yorker wrote. The absence of proof, hospital names, signed documents, fueled suspicions of a cover-up. Not oversight. The issue isn't surrogacy, common and accepted, per The Guardian. It's the alleged lie. Insiders told The Times Meghan may not have carried Archie, possibly using a surrogate but presenting it as her own pregnancy. If true, it's not the choice, it's the deception, The Spectator wrote. Public timelines, like Archie's birth date shifting by weeks, raised flags. "Why hide a surrogate?" an ex-post asked, hitting 90,000 likes. Had Meghan and Harry been upfront, the narrative would have differed. "People embrace honesty," Forbes noted, citing public support for surrogate-using celebrities. But staging a pregnancy, bump photos, curated stories, sold a fairy tale. The Telegraph called it manipulation on a global scale. The Sussexes' brand Rebel Royals, diverse pioneers, leaned on Meghan's motherhood. If fate, Variety warned, their narrative collapses. X agreed, they sold a lie for Netflix deals. Hashtag Sussex Deception trended at 12 million. Palace is livid. Page 6 reported Prince William furious at the damage to the monarchy's image. "This isn't drama, it's a disgrace," Princess and allegedly said, per the Sun. King Charles, devastated, faces a reign marred by distrust, per the Daily Mail. The Times noted his push for transparency crashes with Harry's chaos. "The crown can't survive blurred bloodlines," The Guardian wrote. X mocked, "Charles wanted a slim monarchy, not a scam one." The stakes are constitutional. Archie and Lilibet, 6th and 7th in line, need verified parentage for titles, per The Spectator. The Telegraph reported William's call for clarity or consequences, with 85% of a YouGov poll backing title revocation. Palisades, per Variety, demand no proof, no place. The message is stark: submit to DNA tests or risk erasure. "It's cold but necessary," The Times wrote, framing it as the monarchy's survival instinct. Harry's in deep. His fierce defense, slamming media, cutting family ties, paints him as Meghan's shield. But if he knew of a cover-up, Forbes warned, his credibility's toast. Insiders told the Daily Mail he's torn, urging Meghan to comply but facing resistance. X buzzed with hashtag Harry duped, asking, did he know? The Sun reported his solo Invictus focus signal strain. "He's loyal but lost." The Spectator quick. "Harry's silence hurts." Variety noted his memoir Spare preached truth, yet he dodges this. "If he backed the lie, he's complicit," The Guardian wrote. X mocked, "Rebel prince or royal pawn?" His $30 million inheritance and Otwell's $5 million grants, per Forbes, can't buy trust. The DNA demand tests his loyalty, too. Meghan or the monarchy? The Times warned, his silence screams guilt, pushing him toward a legacy-defining choice. The public's done. Morning Consult polls show Meghan's U.S. favorability at 9%, Harry's at 12%. In the UK, 88% want titles stripped, per YouGov. Texas Savage, faked a bump for clout? Hashtag Royal hit 18 million posts. They're not rebels, they're frauds, a viral tweet read, gaining 150,000 likes. The New Yorker called it a trust implosion, with fans defecting. I love them, but this is gross, an ex-post side, hitting 70,000. Old clips, Meghan's bump shifting, squatting in heels, feel forensic X threads. It's not gossip, it's evidence, The Telegraph wrote. South Park's 2025 satire, per Variety, cemented their caricature. Meghan's Nigeria trip and scam jam flop, per The Sun, amplify doubts. They cry victim but stage scams, The Atlantic wrote. The DNA demand flips them from icons to imposters, with no sympathy left, the palace's smoking gun, no records. The Daily Mail reported no hospital logs, physician signatures, or maternity files for Archie's birth. Royals document everything, this is bizarre, Forbes noted. Confidential documents, per The Times, suggest Meghan never carried Archie. It's not absence, it's erasure, The Spectator wrote. X mocked, no receipt, no royal. Hashtag no records trended at 7 million. Meghan's team pushed back, leaking to CNN that privacy explains the gaps. But The Guardian called it dodgy. Royal births, like William's or Kate's, have public trails, hospitals, doctors' names. Meghan's blank slate screams cover-up, Variety wrote. The missing records, paired with visual clues, per The Telegraph, justify the palace's drastic step. No proof, no trust, The Times declared, framing the DNA demand as inevitable. This isn't just scandal, it's existential. The monarchy thrives on bloodlines, per The Spectator. Unverified heirs threaten succession, titles, and trust. The Guardian warned a lie this big could crack the crown. If DNA confirms Harry's parentage, it may cool palace heat but not public scorn. If it contradicts, The Times predicted a constitutional nightmare. X mused, no DNA, no throne? Charles's reign, meant for stability, teeters. Forbes noted his 62% approval, per YouGov, risks tanking. William's push for action, per Page 6, signals no mercy. The firm's drawing a line, Variety wrote. Meghan and Harry's silence, once dignified, now damns them. Refusal equals admission, an ex-post read, hitting 100,000 likes. The palace's ultimatum, no DNA, no titles, leaves no middle ground. Meghan's mute. Her team's vague privacy claims, per People, flopped. The Telegraph noted no denial, no counterproof. Silence isn't strategy, it's surrender, The Spectator wrote. X mocked, hiding behind Netflix tears? Variety warned her brand, built on motherhood, crumbles. Archwell's $4.8 million grants mock as hush funds, per The Sun, can't save her. Forbes predicted, no test, no comeback. Honesty could have changed this. People forgive choices, not lies, The Guardian wrote. A surrogate story, medical, personal, would have won hearts. But a staged fairy tale, bump photos, Oprah glow, bred betrayal. The Times called it a self-inflicted wound. Meghan's refusal to comply fuels the fire. She's out of moves, Variety quipped, leaving her legacy as victim or villain. What's next? Compliance could clear the Kib's titles, but not the deception stain. Defiance risks title loss and exile, per The Telegraph. The test contradicting Harry's parentage? The Guardian warned of unthinkable fallout. The Spectator mused, one swab could end them. The world watches, with X ready to dissect every move. Truth or bust, The Times wrote, this isn't drama, it's destiny. The Crown demands clarity, Forbes said. Meghan and Harry, once rebel heroes, face a reckoning. No truth, no future, Variety declared. Unless we confront the swab, their saga ends not in triumph but in trust ashes, a royal fairy tale turned fatal frog. What's your take? Is the palace right to demand DNA? Did Meghan and Harry deceive the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'm dying to hear. If this royal bombshell has you gripped, smash that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered scandals. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, the truth swab is coming, and it won't stay silent.